Now joining me is the former presidential advisor to Vladimir Putin, Sergei Markov. Thank you very much for being with us. Well, you heard it there that just getting this summit is a huge victory for your president, an isolated figure, a pariah. He is now back on the international stage.
No, Vladimir Putin is not isolated. Vladimir Putin has meeting with leaders of the Great China, Great India, Brazil, all Arabic countries, Turkey, Indonesia, everywhere, except Western countries, who is an aggression, who is in the war against Russia. It's quite reasonably that those who want to kill Putin doesn't like to meet with him and to have negotiation. So he don't care. He sees hatred from Western countries. He understands that he is doing very well.
He seems very keen to have this meeting with Donald Trump. It seems that President Putin wants to get in negotiation what he has failed to get on the battlefield, which is Ukraine's effective surrender.
No, maybe you're disinformed. Russian army is going forward and with increasing speed. It's this Russian army going forward not so quickly because this modern war technologically can be familiar not World War II but with World War I, when defensive side has technological privileges, benefits. That's why this is a war very, very slow down, I would say. In fact, as in World War I, the main result, not so much taking cities and villages, but first of all, crashing of army. German army had been crashed in World War I. That's why Great Britain and France won. Now we expect that Ukrainian army will collapse.
Right, well, let's talk about the present rather than history. The Russian position, tell me if I'm wrong, seems to be this. They want the whole of Donbass. They want the land corridor between Donbass and Crimea. They want no NATO for Ukraine, no Western troops monitoring a ceasefire, no security guarantees for Ukraine. Tell me what Vladimir Putin gives in return for all that. What is he prepared to give?
Nothing. Vladimir Putin is going to get more. First of all,
did you say nothing? Did you?
No.
Did you just say nothing?
Nothing. Russia will not give nothing. Russia will want to get more additional to what you told about. First of all, and main goal,
well, where's the deal, Mr. Markov? Where's the deal then? Where's the deal to be done then?
Russia will not take all Ukraine. You may know that Odessa, Kharkov, it's Russian city, Kiev, a former Russian capital during 30 centuries. And if Russia agree not to take these big cities as part of the future Russia, it's a very big compromise.
Well, you failed, Mr. Markov. You failed to take the whole of Ukraine in 3.5 years. What makes you think you can take it in the future? In some ways, this has been a disaster for President Putin. He thought he would take Ukraine in a few weeks. He thought Zelensky would be gone. He's now got hundreds of thousands of young Russian troops dead. In many ways, this has been a disaster for Vladimir Putin.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. That's right. It was disaster. It was a collapse of Russian special military operation, and Russia lost hundreds of thousands of lives, and also Ukrainian, they're Russian people also, they're our people, in fact. The fact that we have to kill them, for us, it's also a great tragedy. And Russia showed to everybody also that it's not so strong. Probably it's weak too weak, as many countries now and their intellectuals and politicians are thinking. So it was a very big problem. But nevertheless, now it's new reality.
Mr. Markov, we only have a minute left. Just tell me what you think will come from this summit. We've only got a minute left. What do you think will come from this summit?
First of all, agreement to change regime, to have denazification, demilitarization, and neutralization of Ukraine. And Ukraine was in absolute security when it was democratic country before neo-Nazi puts of 2014. And absolute security. It's first. And secondly, conditions of ceasefire. Main conditions that your government, British government, will not send British troops to Ukrainian territory as the occupation court, and also that it will be not a massive violent mobilization in Ukraine. It's main demands.
Right. Okay. We've got to leave it there. Mr. Markov, thank you for coming on.